Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
Get that skin in the game, or you're always going to be stuck in the middle, and misery comes from being stuck in the middle.
Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of The Bliss Project, 3-time fitness world champion, fitness expert, and cover model turned self-love junkie, lifestyle entrepreneur, and author. Each week, I'll bring you a guest or a thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get focused and clear so you can elevate your life, business, and relationships. We don't wait until we're ready for someone to tell us we're good enough. We take what we want and we anoint ourselves. Get ready to earn, own, and unapologetically rock your happiness every single day. Are you with me? Here we go.
And we're back.
Hey everyone, we are back with another episode of He Said, She Said. And today's topic I'm super passionate about.
Because it's real.
Because it's real and I have struggled with it, and I think everyone struggles with it.
Yeah.
And they really think that it's possible to get things done without going all in. So let's talk about that.
Well, today's subject is, are you caught in the middle? And we don't mean like in the middle of drama or in the middle of a fight. Are you caught in the middle of a commitment with yourself? And this is who it really affects, right? It doesn't affect the mega lazy who are doing nothing. They're not caught in the middle. They're like, hey, I'm doing nothing. I'm proud of it. It doesn't affect the mega dedicated because, they're rare, but they're on the other side where they're all in. The middle is like me many times or you many times. And it brings us unhappiness. Yeah. And the middle is this. You're super high potential. You've got really big dreams. You work towards those big dreams, but part of you still wants a different life, or part of you still wants an old life, or part of you still wants old ways. And so this applies like, do you want a better body? Do you want a better business? Do you want a better bank account? Are you stuck in the middle? Do you want one thing? Are you working towards it, but you still got some old habits holding you back?
Look, I have been stuck in the middle, and I'm really making changes right now with my fitness, and I'm working hard, but I'm not doing all the things that I know it actually takes to see the result. It's not that results aren't happening. It's that the results that I want are not happening. And I think that this applies to everyone's business. And a lot of you think that you're working hard right now and you're not getting the result that you want. And I can probably tell you that 99% of you are not working hard enough or smart enough.
Well, here's a great example of being caught in the middle versus someone who's not. So I just went on this 2-day guys trip where, once a month I go have dinner all around wherever we fly in. And it's a way for us to connect and maintain our friendships with high level guys. And I was there and before getting there, one of our friends, Josh, he's like, dude, I'm totally getting in shape. I'm not drinking this entire month. I'm like getting, back to where I want to be. I said, oh, me too. This was like maybe a week before. I'm like, oh, me too. I've been eating so good. And I've been eating great. I hadn't been drinking. My body's looking better. I'm feeling better. Like if people listen to the show, they know that that's been a challenge this year for me. And so get this, here's the difference between being stuck in the middle and being committed. We fly to LA. We have this guy's dinner. I order a glass of wine and he looks at me, he's like, dude, I thought you weren't drinking for the month. I thought we're like doing this thing. And I'm like, well, it's just a glass of wine. I'll have that tonight. And then it turned into 2 and turned into 3, where he ordered sparkling water. Mm-hmm. Now we're sitting there with 6 guys, shooting the beep and like having fun and the whole 9 yards. And so I kind of felt like, oh, it's fun. I want to have wine tonight. Mm-hmm. Whereas he's like, oh, it's fun. And I'm still sticking to my goals. That's the difference between me being stuck in the middle, because then I woke up not feeling good the next day, not getting a workout in, and him sticking to his goals, even though we're both in the same place.
Right. These decisions that we're making compound. And I want to talk about this in terms of your business. It's kind of like, I want to go back to the first 8 years of you and I getting ourselves out of the hole of being $300,000 in debt and, losing everything. We went 8 years, potentially, I can hardly remember one weekend off. In order for us to get out from where we were, we literally worked every single weekend. Now, whether that was 2 hours or, 16 hours or 20 hours on the weekend, we had to do something really big and extreme and different than what we were doing in order to completely change the tide. And that's the difference, is in the beginning, when you're turning that ship, it's going to take everything that you've got because you don't have momentum yet. You don't have the people that you need. You don't have the habits yet. So, I want to go as far as saying sometimes in the beginning, it's grueling. It can be grueling, but I have to say, I believe the middle is more grueling. I think it's more painful to have, one foot on one side of the fence and one foot on the other. Essentially, all that leaves room for is a post up your ass, and it hurts.
Well, it is confusing.
It's bad.
Because it's like being in a relationship where you're on again, off again, on again, off again, but you love that person.
It's torturous.
Right? You're either all in or you're not, because it's going to be torturous to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And bringing it back to business, like you just said, it's so true. Like being all in looks like this. Only surrounding yourself with other people doing big things, or only taking ideas from your peers that are running at the same speed as you, or making that investment that might scare you a little bit, but it's going to be the one that causes you to be all in because now you got so much skin in the game. Those are the things that it looks like in a business setting, right? We talked about diet setting before. That's what it looks like in a business setting, to be all in and to not teeter-totter. Teeter-tottering, where misery comes, is this. Oh, I think I'm going to finally learn how to do X, Y, and Z, buying the course on it, but not taking the course.
I just saw a quote yesterday. It said, part of the investment is the transformation. I can't remember whose page it was on.
No, part of the transformation is the investment.
Yes. Part of the transformation.
Who was that? You showed it to me. You're like, this is so good.
I know. Part of the transformation is the investment. And I can think of this even with my company right now. Chris and I put so much money into Light Pink. Yep. And that was the transformation for me. It was the decision to move forward. And it would have been really easy without my investment, very large investment into the company, to give up when it got hard. Like, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Everybody's telling me that I just got into the most challenging industry. And then what I did is I doubled down because my soul was like, this is what you want to do. This is where you want to be. This includes all of the things that you want your day to day to look like, connecting with different women, marketing, getting a product out there, raising money, like all of these things that really challenge me. And I upped the ante by bringing in investors. And that was even scarier. Now I really can't get out because I'm responsible for other people's money, meaning I did that to myself on purpose because I needed to make sure that my investment transformed me into the person that I know that I'm here to be on this earth to bring this thing forward. And without those large investments, whether that's what I just said, or whether that's monetary, or whether that is like completely changing your life in a certain way or committing to something huge, you need those or you won't follow through.
Oh my God. You just gave everyone the answer how to stop being stuck in the middle and to go all in. That is, put a big enough chunk of skin in the game that it hurts so bad that there's no going back. And I don't just mean money, guys. If you're sitting there like, must be nice, I'm broke. I don't mean money. I mean, if you're on your diet game, then come up with something so embarrassing that you have to stick to it, right? I know I'm doing that. I'm not going to share what it is right now. And if it is your money game, then come up with something where you have to sacrifice something so big that you stick to it. Get that skin in the game, or you're always going to be stuck in the middle, and misery comes from being stuck in the middle.
It's the worst. It's literally the worst because you keep going back and forth. In the moment of disappointment, I don't know about you, but I woke up so many Monday mornings where I was like, I literally can't believe I did this to myself again. Like I worked so hard last week only to go hang out with these people who don't bring me up. I don't feel like fulfilled. I feel really disappointed.
Yeah.
There's no worse feeling than being disappointed with yourself. And it might be really hard to break that barrier and move to the next level, but I'm telling you, you can do it. And the more that you just jump and the more that you, you know what? I've never done anything in my life good without an extreme. So whenever people are like, oh, go super balanced, I'm like, do you actually know what that would like look like to start moving that needle? And what happens is a lot of times you start extreme and you find a balance, but without them, it's really tough to make change.
Yeah. You know what else? I just want to add to that. I've never done anything good in my life without having somebody else there to hold me accountable and cheer me on. Right. So, I mean, the metaphor going back to people who keep going back to a bad relationship, they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Here's how you stop doing that in life. You literally go to somebody who you look up to, or somebody who intimidates you, or somebody that you want the approval of, and say, here's my goal. I need some help. Can you be my accountability partner? And damn it, if you don't have someone like that, then invest in somebody like that, like a coach. Because when you've got somebody else in your life to answer to, it makes it so much easier to stop being stuck in the middle and to go all in.
I want to point something out because some of you are like, oh God, I've extreme dieted before and that failed. I've done extreme things and that failed. Here's what I want to say. The plan doesn't necessarily need to be extreme.
Oh, I love that.
But
your commitment does.
Your commitment does. So the plan doesn't need to be extreme, but your commitment does. So, even with when I was first doing fitness competitions, I couldn't go extreme, extreme dieting didn't last long. But what I did was I put a lot of money down on those competitions and told everyone what I was doing and brought them along the journey, found different partners and teammates to work with so that I was surrounded by it. And it was little by little every single day. And along with this company, some days I have days where I don't feel very productive. I'm like, what the hell happened? How did I stay in my inbox all day? Yeah. And the thing is, though, is that it pulls me into doing at least one big right action a day. And I have to say, one big right action a day can really create something. It can create a tsunami.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we have some really exciting news for you. If you want to take your business serious, we decided we're going to do Fast Foundations, our mastermind for businesses that are $0 to $499,000 a year, one more time. Lori and I literally decided, nope, we're not going to do it. We have too many projects going on. But now that this one's wrapping up, we freaking love the people so much. And they were all asking us like, please do one more, please do one more, please do one more. And so we decided we're going to do one more because it makes such a difference. So now, if your business is between $0 and $499,000 a year in income or revenue, if you want to be trained by us and all of our friends virtually, if you want a one-on-one coach, and if you want the last time that we're probably going to be doing Fast Foundations, then do this. The seats are going to go really quick. Last time they went in like a day. It was nuts. So I'm going to do something very special that I did last time to help you out. If you want $500 off that nobody else is going to get unless you do what I'm about to tell you, and if you want a 24-hour head start that nobody else is going to get unless you do what I'm about to tell you. If you want those two things to make sure you get a spot and that you get it cheaper than anybody else in the rest of our audience, then do this. I want you to text me the word FAST, F-A-S-T, pretty easy. Text me the word FAST to 310-421-0416. It's going to put you on a special early entry VIP list where you get the $500 off that no one else is going to get, and you get the 24-hour head start that no one else is going to get. We're going to be opening this thing up in April. So I want you to text me the word FAST so that you get first dibs on one of those spots. Text it to 310-421-0416. Last time, I was so excited because everybody on that special VIP early entry list, they're like fighting over each other for spots. And it was so exciting to see who got the spots in that day. And then boom, we had 110 people in Fast Foundations, and it was the greatest round yet. So we are doing it one more time. Yes, you guys win. We're totally doing it. Text the word FAST to 310-421-0416.
All right, you guys, we're so grateful for you. As always, let us know what your biggest takeaway was. If you're going to try to go all in. No, if you're going to go all in, tag us on Instagram. Let us know where you're at.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me on the Earn Your Happy podcast. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it, that would be absolutely amazing, and we would be forever grateful. Also, please leave us a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear more of. It would really help us out on our journey to helping thousands and thousands of people. Until then, don't forget to earn your happy. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.
Hey y'all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it. Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing, since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently, and most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.